Do you think gays should be married?
Yes, personally, yeah.
I do too. Jimmy?
Yes, of course.
And I think that on a level, here's the level I think it on. I don't give a shit.
Totally.
Like, that's the level. Not on a civil rights manner or this and that. It's, I don't give, because marriage as an institution used to be something like godly. In the eyes of God, we are in union with each other forever. Now it's just health insurance and who gets shit at the end of the day, and can I visit you in the hospital and all kind of goofy shit. What do I care? I don't give a fuck. My thing is, I always felt this, and is that your sexual preference. And here's my thing: I want somebody to give me a logical reason why your sexual preference, I should be hearing about it. Why who you want to be with qualifies you to go through something. And the part of it that bugs me is I'm born this way. Shut the fuck up. Because why is that a preference? And choking your bitch while she's coming is a fetish.
Wait. You're looking at it like just the terminology used around. Like,
I just don't want to.
Sexual preference. Hold on. Sexual preference is just the way they phrase it. But if gay people are born gay, let's just say for the sake of argument they are born gay.
Yeah.
Which I certainly believe that the majority of them are.
Right, because why would you go through anything that you didn't have to go through?
I just think I think it's nature puts it into play. I think it's part of nature.
Someone explained it to me. They said, "You think I would choose this?" You know.
And you've seen too many little gay kids that are like this when they're like really small, like before they are able to make a decision.
There was someone that was working in this business pretly close to us that was gay. Steve.
Okay.
Well, sure. And you know, I'm like a sheltered white kid from Long Island. I only started learning about the gay thing when we were at NEW, and this person's like, "You think I would choose to be like this? Hell no!
Yeah,
it's so much easier to be with a woman than."
But so fucking what? You think you're born a certain way, and you decide that you can't take your own hiding of your thing that you feel society's against, so you come out in this manner of defiance to say, fuck that, I'm not going to hide who I am no more. Right. But I still am not going with, okay, I'm born this way. It's still sexuality.
Well, that's just their way of trying to explain it to people.
Look, if you
I think you're getting, like Jimmy said, I think you're getting caught up in.
You can't say that they're not born that way, though.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're not born that way.
You don't think people are born that way?
I'm born this way.
I'm with Jimmy. I think most people are born to be gay.
I think you're born to a certain degree. Certain things are learned. I'm not saying that certain people don't learn to be gay.
Anne Heche?
I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Ready? Here's my thing. Now, guys is a different story, and I'm not trying to make a bit out of it. But for the most part, once you get fucked as a man, if somebody goes, "Hey, you ever have sex with a guy?" Matter of fact, Pryor did come out with that.
Yes.
That he has, but no one ever goes, "He's gay." Just like you and your thing, no one goes, "Well, Mark's gay."
Not gay.
But guys usually, once they step over the bounds of fucking a guy.
Sorry, I couldn't help you there.
They're gay forever. Women can play. This is what I'm saying about what you play with. Yeah. Anne Heche would be gay on Wednesday and straight on Thursday. And if a woman goes, "I'm gay," see, gay to a guy for a woman is a bull dyke, like who just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
But if a woman eats another woman's pussy, we don't give a fuck on that level, and she can switch up tomorrow. I'm not saying that you're not born, but you're born like that. You're born bisexual. You're born wanting to fucking eat pussy.
I think that...
What are you talking about?
Their argument is this. They just don't want to have to fucking duck. They want to be able to get married or get divorced or just do what they want and be left alone. Okay. And I think that's where the defiance comes in. It's like... because, like, if you want to go out and get married or you want partner benefits, you want the same shit that everyone else is getting legally. That's it. You don't want to have to go to church, and you don't want to hear this sickening organization tell you that what you are is a sin.
I agree with
or
that.
what you are is dirty and you're not going to get into heaven. And that's just the sickening history of the church.
I don't disagree with that.
That's what they want.
I agree with you 100%.
I think that's what they want.
please, I don't, in the eyes of, I know that the institution of marriage isn't that. To get to the fact that black people didn't vote for that, or that they're 70% or something, 80%.
Yeah.
Black people are horrified of God. And they're horrified of God.
It's religious, yeah.
And also Latinos. They're religious.
Yes.
To the fact that a lot of religious black people are horrified to change the Jesus that looks like,
Sure.
Tom Petty. They're scared
young Tom Petty.
to question white Jesus. That's how, man, black people do not play around with God.
It's a religious
And
one thing that black crowds don't go for is really, you can talk about God, but like white crowds will let you get away with pedophile stuff and religious stuff a lot more than black crowds.
Black crowds are conservative in the way they think religiously,
Yeah.
and ultimately, and let me make this sure I say this right, that on when you get strong religious thinking people, like I believe in God, but religion I question. Strong religious thinking people who just gonna go with what they go with and be conservative, gay is not acceptable by God. So they'll be going against the rules of the Bible by supporting that. And that's all it is to it.
It's a religious thing, yeah.
But when you're a person who can think, most people go, who gives a... Like, I get mad at gays for even thinking, like, get that. It's the same thing where as a white person, this is a great point to go with the race part. As a white person, you go, I don't give a fuck about that. As a straight dude, I'm like, what? First of all, get over yourself. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm not looking at you like anything. I live in New York.
There you go. Now you understand how white
exactly.
he thinks.
But a gay guy has feelings that I just won't understand.
The gay guy wants you to care more. But the fact is,
I don't give a shit.
I mean, you ask me, I think, gay marriage should be legal, but I'm not going to run out there and start marching. I have other things to worry about. That's the point we've been making all morning.
So I do understand, but if a gay guy has some points about his feelings that make sense, because like I said, to me, it's a sexual thing. It's nothing but sexuality. It's not, look, I have a nigga parade every day. I walk down the street, motherfucker. There's no special day. I always am black. But a gay guy or a lesbian or a gay guy or a lesbian, there's a lot of choice to, why do I need to know? Now, ultimately, wait a minute, if the platform is, here's the thing, educate me. What is it that happens that gay people don't get, and the rights that they don't have, other than ridicule? Because I should be able to ridicule you. I should be able to say, I don't like you, sissy. Why? I'm not trying to kill you, but what is it that you cannot do that heterosexual can do?
I think it's the majority of it. Is like you said something like there's a perception like, well, people don't always know they're gay, but people always know you're black, like that. But in a way, it's like I don't think gay people want their rights. Hold on, I don't think they want their lives in any way hinged upon the hope that people don't know they're gay. I think that they're at a point where they're tired of it and sick and tired of having to not be affectionate with who you want to be affectionate with.
Other than you tongue kissing your girl in public.
Right.
Why the fuck do I know what you do sexually? Other than public affection, what is it that I need to know about you?
Okay, the fact
that you like me.
A lot of times, I guess guys that are open about being gay, that have a gay boyfriend, it's harder for them probably to get hired as teachers. It's probably harder for them to work in any capacity as kids, about adopting children, about getting married, about partner benefits. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that they have a whole different set of rules for. And it's not just, hey, I don't want people to go ilk when they see me, because that's a human reaction. Mm-hmm. I think that they want to be able, as a couple who makes $180,000 a year between them, want to be able to go in and, hey, I'm a school teacher, my fucking husband's a construction worker, we want to go and adopt a fucking kid, and we're going to be better parents.
All right, so, okay, here it is, and this is what comes back to my issue with the black thing. Do you want just the legislation rights? Meaning, do you want this country to really feel differently about homosexuality, or you just want to be able to be hired no matter what? And you'll take that, but people are still going, in their gut, but they don't like you, and it's really, they don't want you around.
But you have to legislate it first. Now, you can't legislate morality. You can't legislate stuff like that. But you have it once it's on the books and once it's happening. Well, then people begin to live with you and begin to work with you and go, oh, well, everything is cool. Like this stupid prejudice I had or this stupid fear I had is unfounded. But the only way people do that, because most people, when exposed to you and you're exposed to them, kind of go, oh, all right. It's not what I was told.
And again, what we're talking right now, we're talking to 3 cities. There's only 3 cities in America: New York, L.A., and Chicago. This is a city issue. Because if you're white, black, whatever, and you live in New York, L.A., or Chicago, you have to deal with everybody.
Yes.
We're talking people who, again, you don't understand, man. You travel a lot. You must know. You go, holy shit. I live in New York, and you go, this place is like living on another planet compared to Michigan.
I also
in this conversation.
I also think the gays are the target a lot of times of violence. And again,
not in New York.
No, I'm talking about the whole country. And again, you can't legislate that where people aren't going to go, ugh, or want to kill you for being gay. You can't. But the more the law is on your side, and the more the law and the country as a whole sees you as legitimate and what you're doing is fine and okay, the less you have to walk around afraid.
There's no heterosexual. There is no people who are fiercely heterosexual, meaning with a need to be like, all right, hey, I want to be able to hold my girlfriend's hand if I want to. Like, there's some people that look at you and go, what the fuck? Like, for what are you doing that for?
Well, we don't have to hide it. The thing is, we're coming, like you said,
but they don't have to hide.
No, but you like, you know how you said you're saying white people come from a place of white entitlement? This is a case of straight entitlement. You get but I'm saying you get so used to not having to be a certain way. You're like, well, why can't you just do that? When the fact is,
but why isn't other sexual things involved in that? Why is
because for them it's not just sexual. For us it's sexual because, like, hey, one guy's fucking another guy. But for them it's falling in love. It's being with a partner. It's like all the other things you do in a relationship. Me and you both.
So if I love prostitutes, why can't I affectionately? This is what I'm saying. See it again. It's going to be taken wrong.
Yeah.
My thing, I'm coming from a point of view like.
But do you want to visit a prostitute when she's in the hospital?
I might.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure there's some of my sick babies in Brazil.
Do you want to adopt a kid with a prostitute?
That's what I'm saying. I might.
But again,
I might.
It's more than a sexual thing. It's I guess it's a lifestyle. You know, there's a lot more going on there.
What
just like
lifestyle, Opie? Sadomasochism, bondage. That's a sexual lifestyle. But what I'm saying is, I understand the love thing and this, but see, that's not the platform. Again, I don't give a fuck. It's just like abortion with me. The thing about abortion, my thing with it is, look, I have issue with women saying it's my body. I just have issue with it. It's not your body, bitch. Your kneecap, your brain, your earlobe is your body. But once you fuck a guy and some magic happens, and then something is growing inside you against your fucking nature's not your body. You just happen to be chosen to be the baby's apartment building.
It's a 50-50, yeah.
Anything could be. That doesn't make you special, and it doesn't make it your fucking body. But, bitch,
you're not pro-choice?
Kill it if you feel like it.
Are you
pro-choice? Okay. But I'm at the same time going,
I agree.
I think it comes down to love, though. Like, when you're doing the fetish stuff, you're not, there's no love there,
really? All gay fucking is love?
No. Well, no, as far as the other stuff they want to accomplish.
What if I lovingly put a red ball in my girl's mouth and put plastic bag over her fucking head, but I really care about it?
No, but he's saying that it's not just about that stuff. It's like, the bottom line is
it's not just about the sexual act.
Opie, I know that, but that's my thing. What is it about? Please tell me what you're fighting about. I can't agree with the fact that you want to fight to love the same sex
all the stuff I just said.
Without ridicule.
No, but all the stuff I just said.
A pretty good point about that.
All the stuff I just said. There's marriage, which goes in with benefits.
But what do they really want?
And inheritance. Hold on. All that stuff. And the ability to adopt children. And the ability to work where you want to work without having to hide who you're with without having to pretend you're something you're not. The fact that here's how you know there's a problem. The fact that they wanted to make a constitutional amendment to make their marriage illegal. The fact that that is something.
I don't agree with that.
But the fact that that is such. The fact that the country is looking at it like we have to change the Constitution so these people cannot enjoy the same marriage that we enjoy shows you that it's a bigger issue than just, what, can I hold hands in the restaurant?
Here's the issue with black people, and again, speaking for everybody is whatever. Black people are not, as long as the platform is compared to civil rights, you'll never, ever get the cooperation from black people.
Even though it's a legitimate comparison in the sense of, you're shaking your head no, but the fact is, there are people in power who are treating people who don't have that power wrongly. It's an oppression, it's an ugliness, and it's a fucking ignorance, and it's people who are being hurt by other people who have no fucking business hurting them.
When I say that, what you just said, right? I say what I say based on feeling. It just ain't gonna happen if gays don't have a real compelling argument to make black people feel their pain, that feel that the same way that we feel is the same way they feel, and it's civil rights. And a lot of people's civil rights can be violated for a lot of different reasons. Like, I am for that on that level, what you said, but the platform of the fact is, to me, I can't see past that it's your sexual preference.
That's because black people are as shitty and awful as white people.
Right.
In this country, the hand has been dealt so much one way, but when you look in Sudan, there's slavery, African...
Oh!
No.
No. What I was going to say is to agree with you is that ultimately, this is my thing about Africa. I never want to go back to Africa. I don't relate to it. I don't look at it and go, kings and queens. We're from motherfuckers that'll chop a motherfucker's hand off for a diamond, genocide, killing each other. They do that shit in Africa. I'm not I'm not an Africa guy.
So everyone, I'm saying is that everyone, when in a position to fucking say, hey, fuck you to the next guy, does it. It's a reality.
But I'm not saying fuck you to gays,
but in a way, if we're allowing people to be treated badly, sometimes there's a fuck you by lack of empathy. Sometimes it's like you say, how do you get black people to empathize? The fact that a group who has been shit on doesn't look at another group who's been shit on and go, even though we don't agree with you,
now,
hold on, you're being shit on. And gays have been so, as a group, pro-civil rights and so completely involved with black people, like never once turned their back on blacks.
And here's the thing. Agree with you 100%. My thing is, okay, what do you want? As a black man, what do I want? Do I want things like the black president to be the basis for how far I've come because of moments, because of what am I looking? What's what I'm looking? Because of, okay, the president or the first black guy in baseball, or hey, affirmative action. You got to give me fair and equal treatment. Do I want it in that manner, or do I want it in somebody's heart? So what I'm saying is, for the manner that I say you can get married, really is the dismissive manner that this country does black people. Meaning, I'm going, I don't give a fuck. Right. Get married, but okay, do I want white people to go, man, this was wrong? Yes.
Sure.
So what gay people probably want to go, you should be able to love who you want, which I am with. But I'm saying, for me to be with you on a civil rights thing, you have to be more compelling than I want to love. I want to put it this way: if it's practical, like, hey, I just want to have the same opportunities as this, fuck yeah. But if you're gonna, just like I can't make a white guy feel that he's not superior to me because he's white. I can't make him.
But the more gay people, the same thing with races, you have to legislate certain things. And once you don't feel the whole country is saying, as a government, you're wrong for being gay, and in a way it feels like they are, and the church is saying it. When those organizations are not saying it, and all of a sudden, you go, again, it's generational. You go 150 years from now, and fucking gays have been adopted and living, and because we all have gay people in our family. Maybe. Well, look, we already had a gay governor, and I'm sure we've had more than that.
Bonnie Frank and openly gay priests, and
what I'm saying is, as time goes on and people get used to it and live with each other and have life experiences with each other.
So you think that will ultimately be the internal change?
Yes, but it happens over a long period of time.
But that ain't happening in our lifetime.